Team 5 when you're ready.
Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about professional dress in the workplace.
Just to go over our agenda a little bit, we're going to go over what not to wear in the workplace, what you should wear in the workplace, and why. We've got a little bit of a story for you, a skit that we're not going to be presenting today, and then, of course, tips on how to develop that wardrobe for the workplace.
Okay, alright, what not to wear. The first impression is a lasting impression, whether it's at the office, party, a date, an interview. Alright, picture this. You're going to the bank. You don't expect the professional banker to be dressed with ripped jeans, yellow shirt, pink bunny slippers with a top on. That's really weird. Like, you wouldn't take him serious, right? You would have left. You expect them to be wearing a suit with a nice tie, or a nice suit with a nice tie, polished shoes, and a nice neat broom. By dressing in this fashion way, you can see that the employee is committed to his job and place of employment. By not dressing otherwise, they would seem irresponsible. It would also show how he has time to wake up in the morning and dress up. Alright, for women, we can see that not a lot of makeup. You don't want to be the clown girl at work, because trust me, people will talk bad about you. And colored hair, it's beautiful, everybody loves it, but it's a distraction. And sandals, there's two reasons why companies don't like you to be wearing sandals. One, they don't want to see your nasty toes. Two, if you work for like a chemistry or company, they don't want anything to be like in your shoes or spill. So no spaghetti shirts for girls, mini skirts or mini shorts. It's cute, but no, don't do it. Leggings, just wear them at home. Don't go to work going like that. And for guys, we can see if your shoes are old, just get new ones. Don't be wearing ripped jeans. It just doesn't look professional. And over here on the top, I have different hairstyles. Those are do not wear, do not do those, unless it's Halloween. And over here on this pictures, we see like big, colorful. Maybe this one could be, but not really, because it wouldn't really match. And hats. Only wear hats if it's crazy day at work. Alright, now we're gonna have what to wear in the workplace and why.
When you're in the workplace, a lot of places vary. It kind of depends on your work environment, who your boss is, what the dress code is there. Some places are very business casual. You can do the sports jackets, you can do slacks. Sometimes if you're around IT and stuff, you can wear jeans and a t-shirt, as well as loafers and or heels, occasionally tennis shoes, but they need to be clean and good looking and not just ripped up like you've been gardening all day. For women, a lot of times you'll wear short sleeve tops, maybe with a vest, something that's, you still want to be comfortable, but you still want to present yourself in a more mature fashion, I guess you could say. And then of course, if you're in a bit more business professional environment, probably more of an accounting firm or maybe a lawyer's office, you're probably going to be in a suit, slacks, dress shoes, heels. You'll want to stay with the basic color schemes, I would say. As much as I love color personally, I stand out a lot. I have a bright yellow dress that I wore to work once, and I never wore it again because people saw me all day, and I don't always like to be noticed. So having a pop of color, maybe earrings that day, or if you're a guy, putting on a brightly colored tie, or maybe some shoes that are a little bit more bright for the females. But you definitely don't want to go into the office with jeans and tennis shoes, summer wear clothing as far as like tank tops and things like that. Me specifically, when I started at my job 8 years ago now, I started in the call center, so our job was very lax. We had jeans, we had t-shirts, and we had girls and guys that would come in with holes in their jeans, flip-flops, their hair was not done, just because they're taking phone calls. They just didn't see the importance of dressing nicely. I made the decision shortly after I started there that I was going to wear slacks and a nice blouse every day when I came in. I was going to wear heels more often because I love shoes. Over time, I actually ended up getting a promotion to our clinical team, and where they dressed more business casual, they were in slacks, polos for the guys. The girls would wear slacks and polos or nice blouses and whatnot. So I started to dress more like they did, and then I started getting asked by the same call center people I just left, hey, are you a clinician? Like, do you work as a nurse? And I said, no, I don't have a college diploma. Don't ask me any clinical questions. I don't know them. So that, I immediately noticed the better I dressed, the more professional I dressed, the more people thought I was maybe in a higher position than what I really was, which in turn has gotten me several promotions within my job. And now we'll go over to Joseph for our skit, which we're not going to today.
Yeah, we're not ready with our skit yet, but I guess I'll start with this question. Please raise your hand if you've ever seen a salesperson dressed poorly. Yeah. There's not many of them, and there is a reason why. There have been studies, there's a psychology behind it, and I'm going to share some of the findings with you today. So let's start with the first one, which is about the first impression. It takes about 5 seconds to make a first impression about someone you just met. And most of it is about how they're dressed. It's not about anything else. They don't even get to talk to you before you already made up your first impression. It has mostly to do with the way they're dressed. I was personally very surprised about number 2, which says that we tend to accept or deny what they're about to tell you based on the way they're dressed. This was very surprising for me, and here's the idea behind it. When you just met someone who's about to tell you something, like for example, the question I just brought up about the salesperson, they're about to talk to me, right? And depending on the way they're dressed, if they're dressed like me or if they're dressed like someone who I aspire, I tend to accept or understand what they're about to tell me. And the opposite works true. So for example, if they're dressed if they're dressed like I wouldn't want to dress, or that I don't aspire, I tend to deny or oppose what they're about to tell me. That was an interesting fact for me to find out. But I'm going to keep going with the findings. Number 3 was that the way people dress, it conveys message, right? So imagine if you're in an interview and you're not dressed nicely, you're not dressed like business professional. You maybe have some stains in your t-shirt or something, and you're trying to communicate to the interviewer that you're very detail-oriented. Are you really? How you're dressed doesn't convey the message that the point that you're trying to get across. And or imagine if you're talking about that you have like some good time management skills, but you have like wrinkles in your shirt or something. Like you didn't even have time to iron your shirt, and you're trying to make the point that you're good at time management. So the way you dress conveys message. What you're about to tell them, you should be dressed accordingly so that they can believe you. And then the 4th point is how the way you dress helps people to remember you. Imagine a situation when you're trying to remember of someone. Say you're trying to promote someone, you have a department of 20 people, and you're trying to remember of someone who you think is a good fit for the position. When you try to remember of someone, a picture comes to your mind. So the studies have shown that the way people dress, it helps to be remembered. That picture that comes to your mind has a lot to do with the way they're dressed, not their skin color, not their hair color, not about anything, but the way they're dressed, right? So what I want to say is I found this one interesting notion that when you're at an interview, it's all about creating a satisfying exchange. It's when they already called you to the interview, they're already considering you. Based on your resume, they already think you could be a good fit. You're probably fitting the position. All they're trying to understand is if you can create a satisfying exchange, if they are able to communicate with you every day, they want to talk to you every day and work with you. And it's all about creating this satisfying exchange. And the way you dress is a good sign that you're ready, that you're willing, that you're trying, you're putting effort on the way you look. Because the way you dress talks about how much you value the attention of the people. Because dress is all about getting the attention of someone else. So if I dress accordingly, that means I'm trying to get the attention. I value your attention. I hope I was able to create a satisfying exchange. Now Catherine has some good tips on how you achieve that.
what you can wear and what you can't wear, but you want to have small details to your outfit that can help you stand out in the workplace. And it doesn't have to be anything big like wearing a yellow blazer or something like that. It can be how the collar looks or how your pants fit, how the colors in your outfit match, and do they complement each other. So first off, to do that, you can look at the outfits of people that have higher positions than you and see how are they putting together their outfits. Are there certain colors that they wear that you like? Are there certain types of clothes, for example, certain style of blazer, certain style of collar that you like? Are they tucking in their shirt? What kind of shoes are they wearing? If you can notice all these details and apply them to your own wardrobe, so then you can dress for the job that you want to have, which is a promotion or a higher position in that workplace. You can also look online for outfit inspirations to get a better idea to develop your own personal wardrobe. For example, you can look on Pinterest, search business casual work attire, or even sometimes when you're scrolling through Instagram or the Explore page, maybe you see outfits from people that you feel like could work at your workplace. And so you can save them and start a collection, so then you can know what colors you prefer in your outfits, what style of blazers or collars, pants, do you prefer skirts, shoes. So then it's an easier process for you to go out and buy those pieces and have a more developed wardrobe that you can mix and match easily while you're working at that place. And I know buying clothes is super expensive. Sometimes even a simple blouse can be like $50. And so you can choose only 2 to 3 essential pieces that you can base the rest of the clothes that you already have in your wardrobe around. For example, that could be a blazer that you can wear with shirts or blouses that you already have in your wardrobe. So then you can have more than one outfit with just that one blazer, but it's not like you're wearing the same shirt, the same exact outfit every single day. Or for example, if you buy a certain pair of pants, you want to make sure that they at least match a blazer that you have or most of the shirts and blouses that you have, so then you can wear those pants frequently and not have to worry about looking like you're wearing the same outfit 5 times a week, every single month. And so you can choose 2 or 3 at the beginning, and then over time, you can keep choosing, you can keep adding another essential, so then eventually you can have maybe 3 or 4 blazers, 3 or 4 pairs of pants, multiple shirts, blouses, pants, shoes that you can all mix and match within your wardrobe, so then you can dress really nicely and hopefully get that promotion. So you might also be wondering where you might be able to shop to find clothes for that, because it can be kind of difficult. So there are stores like Macy's, Dillard's, Express, H&M. It's pretty cheap sometimes. And for all of those, you can also look for when they have sales, so then you're not having to pay $50 for one blouse. And all of those places, they have locations near here, so you can go there and try them on, or they also have online websites. Sometimes they have more options there as well. So today we talked about what you can wear in the workplace, and why you should try and dress up, and how you could possibly develop a wardrobe. So does anyone have any questions? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Team 5.